I swear, I almost forgot doing this. So, I am doing my switch over. Let me show you what my switch over means. There, I'm switching over from my CISS to the Immerge by OFFNOVA. So I'm switching my regular CISS to this one, and I caught myself right in the middle because I got so excited, and I think I just wanted to get it done. I was doing some printing, and I literally just said, just let me get this done because I have some more printing to do tomorrow. And I said, since I probably won't have anything else to test, turn this around. Since I won't have anything else to test for a little bit, let me just switch the things over right now. I was gonna wait a little bit longer, but I'm like, you know what, just do it now. Rip it off like a band-aid. So I'm ripping it off. And the only thing I've done so far, apart from placing it where it's actually sitting, literally I just took it from where it was over there, and I literally brought it here. So I haven't done anything else more than just bring it over here. All right. And I cut this piece of it off. That's all I did. I cut a piece off the line, and I'll show you what I did so you don't really miss anything. Now, my printer, how I do my setups, okay? How my printer is set up, I can literally just move my printer out of the way, as you can see it's over there, and I can run my line right through the front here. I don't go to the side of my printer. For the people who put holes in the side of their printer, well, you can probably go straight through the side. But how I have my printer set up, I use the front piece right there, okay? So I push the line, as you can see, the two lines are running to the same hole right now. And I just push it right through the front here. And then right here is a big old deep pocket. Let me see if I can show it to you. There's absolutely nothing here in that pocket. Look, see, there's nothing there. It's a big old empty, vast cavern, right? And so that's why I can actually bring my line straight up through here, and I can actually work in this little space. The only thing I have to worry about is make sure my lines don't drop in that little puddle right there. All right, so that's the only thing I have to worry about. So what I'm going to actually be doing now is I'm going to connect all the little connectors, and let me see if I can get this thing to focus. There it is. See, now I'm going to connect all these little connectors in here, and then I'm going to connect them to the line, the lines right on this side. That's all I'm going to be doing. So nothing special, nothing great, nothing new. This is all I'm going to do, just connecting the lines. Everybody should know how to do this. If you don't know how to do this, well, I'm going to put my camera on this side, on maybe this side right here. Let me see if I can put it right here. Ah, there it is. Perfect. Oh, it makes a nice little cushion. So I'm going to be working right here with my hands, and I'm going to just, play some tunes while I'm doing that. All right. So they gave me, in the pack, like I told you before, they gave you these two little syringes. All right, they gave you these two syringes, and then these things. All right, these let me get this to focus. These things right here. Okay, these are the connectors for your CISS line. So I'm just gonna connect these in here. And they gave you a good amount of them too. So.
Look up to me like these little kids. Had a whole camp like a cult in this bitch. Chanting so cold, wear a coat in this bitch. Puff jacket in the summer. You and your friend dumb and dumber. Too bad you a bitch, that's a bummer. Show me you big Tapatio.
Alright, so now that I have all these in here, as you can see, there's really not much I do here. So what I'm gonna try to do now is line up the top line, because I think the top one. Let me show you. So how this thing is set up. Let me try to get this out right here. So all right, so this top one right here, okay? This top one is my black, and if I trace it back, so you come back here, top one's right there, and we go all the way back, trace it all the way back in there, you'll see that the top one is actually the one right on the end of the CISS thing right there. See it? So that's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to put my black. That was my alarm to take my meds. So that's my alarm. Sorry, that's My alarm tape, my mid. Sorry, I just said that. So I'm gonna try to put the black here, the blue here. These are the 2 white channels, and then this are my yellow and my magenta. Let me open this up so I can show it to you. Ooh, never mind. So I need to rethink this. Did I have the black all the way over here? I don't have to rethink anything. I just moved the caps around. And then I'm gonna do them like this. Put the magenta on the end and yellow in the middle. So that's gonna be my black, my blue, my yellow, my whites, and then my yellow and my magenta. That's how I want it. That's how I'm gonna keep it. All right, so let me get you back in here to show you the rest of what I'm doing. All right, so let's do some more of this stuff. So like I said, this is gonna be my black. This one's gonna be my cyan. These 2 are my white ones, my yellow and my magenta. So that's what I want it to be. So now all I'm gonna do is correlate them to these lines over here. And nope, I didn't have it in the thing. So what I'm gonna do is disconnect the black. Take my black one off. Again, this is just how I'm doing it. You do not have to do this way. You can do whatever you want to do, whatever works best for you. This is just how my printer is set up right now, because you see I have ink in here. So I need to put them back where they're supposed to be. That's the only thing I'm trying to do. Just line up the colors with what's in here.
Yeah, they don't mix. You and me, yeah, they don't mix. Eulogy, only time they show love or whenever it's cool, yeah, they shit's fixed. I am not stagnant, I'm just not one for the brag. I'm not releasing, I'm stacking some tracks for a bit. I was just down for a second, I gave up some time that I cannot get back from a bitch. Anger and envy and jealousy, mama always told me never scratch up on that itch. And I got some accolades, goals, and sold out shows that I still gotta check off my list. So I'm on that road now, Jack. Why you so cold now, Jack? All of that shit that you talking is old now, Jack. I might just bend a little, never fold now, Jack. Cause I am the shit like some dysentery. Put down the 4-rated dictionary. Can't spell it out, so play Pictionary. I'm so ahead that it's fucking scary sometimes. I'm not a fan of fake love I receive. Y'all don't really wanna see me succeed. Partially find me all over your feed. And scroll through and double tap some of your screen. Breaking the curse on my family tree. Cause broken and broke, only thing that I've seen. How could I stop if it's something I need? I'm bleeding.
What's my next step? My next step is simple. I'm gonna pull this line out. This line's coming out.
Tapatio, in a jam that I fry like Leo. I'm only human, bleed red like a Cheeto. Hit a pussy, make him curl like a Frito. You cannot tell me what zero is. Mirror present who my hero is. Young stature got me 6 foot, but when I'm on a pad, I'm like 6'6". Show me you bleed Tapatio, in a jam that I fry like Leo. I'm only human, bleed red like a Cheeto. Hit a pussy, make him curl like a Frito. You cannot.
So as you can see, I literally just pulled it out from back. See, I just pulled it out from there. See it? I just pulled it out. That's it. That's all I did, was pull it out. Now this CISS will get put over here. I'm gonna empty all these inks from out of here, and they're gonna go in these tanks, because I'm not getting new ink, even though I have new ink. Now for those who are wondering, I use a piece of tape, and I use it to hold this line down on the base. And when you looked in this, when you saw in there the first time, there's a flat spot on the floor, and I take it and I actually tape that line right there on the floor. All right, that's all I want to do, and I probably can't show that to you. So, okay, so I plugged it in. All right, so I plugged it in, and now I'm gonna fill the tanks. I don't think anybody wants to see me do that, but I'll show you today. Anyways, all I'm gonna do is just literally take the ink from one CISS, put it in the other one. Woo!
Tell me what zero is. Mirror present who my hero is. Young stature got me 6 foot, but when I'm on a pad, I'm like 6'6". It's that fake love. Give her my all and take none. Dumping my bowl, said take one. Ain't had a waste, so I made one. Ain't had a check, so I made me a few. Now it's direct, so it's pay stubs. And it's rapping shit better pay up. Cause at 40, I'm trying to be laid up. With my baby, my mama won't pay for none. It's crazy how now we're all grown. It's impossible thinking that none of us locked up. Back as a young buck, we were just hunting for trouble and fucking our block up. Getting that get back. Stole from the people that stole from the people that got us. Pushing your shit back. Fuck on my family, even my father done fought us. Bleed. Show me you bleed Tapatio. In the jam that I fry like Leo. I'm only human, bleed red like a Cheeto. Hit a pussy, make him curl like a Frito. You cannot tell me what zero is. Mirror present who my hero is. Young stature got me 6 foot, but when I'm on the plat, I'm like 6'6". Show me you bleed Tapatio. In the jam that I fry like I'm only human, bleed red like a Cheeto. Hit a pussy, make him curl like a Frito. You cannot tell me what zero is. Mirror present who my hero is. Young stature got me 6 foot, but when I'm on the plat, I'm like 6'6".
Wear gloves. Don't do what I'm doing. Wear gloves, okay? Wear gloves.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. Yeah. You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man, I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing, I just do what I was destined. Cause I feel I got the blessing, persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing, I already learned that lesson, yeah. I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again.
Alright, now when you finish with your CISS, when you finish with these things, just rinse them out, see? All I do is rinse it out with some water. Just so it stays nice and clean. See that? Rinse it out with some water, it's good to go. Because I don't want to make the CISS go bad, okay? So I'm gonna take the CISS. And I'm gonna clean it up. I'm gonna put some cleaning fluid solution in here, and I'm gonna pump it and flush it and clean it out. Make sure this CISS is still good. Because, like I said, I'm probably gonna come back to this eventually. But for now, I'm gonna use the Nova one. That one. I'm gonna give it every possible chance I can to make sure this thing gives you the best possible experience you can with having this thing, okay? But until we get to that point, I gotta switch all this stuff over. Give me a minute, I'll be right back.
I've done it before, and man, I'm not perfect. I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving. You can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life, and I won't look back ever again.
Okay, so. Alright, let me get up here. Now that I've switched over to this CISS, 2 more things I gotta do. 1, I gotta fill these bottles up. As you can see, this thing takes a lot of ink. Whole lot of ink. And 2, I gotta plug it in. So let me get the plug. So I got a plug. Just a regular power adapter. I got this one I got from, man, you can go to Five Below, or for me, I can go to a Five Below and get a cheap power adapter. Or what this one is from a Ring. This is from a Ring camera that I didn't have to use a power supply for, and I literally just saved it from years ago, and I've been using it. I have more ones from cell phones. I have ones from just random stuff. I go to the store, the Wally World, and I pick them up. Okay, you can pick one of these things up for like dirt cheap. That's all you need to plug this thing in. Okay, because remember, they gave you the wires for this. They gave you a white wire. I just have a black wire. You can even buy a wire and get one for you. It's just going to charge the thing. Okay, so I'm going to plug it in. Oh, crap. Look at this. I don't even have to plug it in. So let me show you. On my thing, right, I have, look at this. I have an extra USB port. So that's what I'm going to use. Plug it in there. So I plugged it in there. And now I'm going to take this plug. So it goes from over there in my plug socket all the way back down into my CISS. And there it goes. That was simple, isn't it? I didn't have to look at it. I didn't have to use a power supply I have sitting around the house. I just plug it into the surge protector. I have that's a surge protector, one of them protect your house from surges and stuff. That's what I have it. I have it on the wall where I plug my printer and everything into. Oh, if you don't have one, get a surge protector, put your printer on. You'll be happy you did. Now, and that surge protector has a USB charger built into it, so I just used that USB charger because there was a free port sitting there that I wasn't using, so I figured, you know what, let me use it. And now my CISS is plugged in. Boom. I don't have to worry about it. Now let me get some ink, fill the rest of this thing in, and then we can get to the next step of the process, which is I have to run a power clean to run. I don't like to do them, but because I'm putting on a new CISS, I'm going to have to do a power clean to get all the ink from the bottles all the way up to the print head. Hold on. But I need ink first. So let me get the ink first. Alright, so let me get some ink. And the ink I'm going to be using is the rest of my LCL inks. And there's like nothing in these bottles. Not even remotely as much as that thing needs. So I'm going to have to double up with this ink. I know people say, oh, you should not mix the inks, you should not mix the inks. You can mix color inks. Don't let nobody tell you nothing. I've been doing it for a long time now and I have zero problems, so again, you can listen to who you want to listen to. I'm going to just mix my inks right now because I don't have enough. I have these. Yeah, it's still not enough. So I'm going to use all of the rest of the inks that I have in the LCL inks, and I'm going to mix them with the OFFNOVA DTF ink. Yeah, I'm going to let y'all know how that comes out too. So stay tuned. And I do have enough white ink though, so I don't have to worry about mixing the white ink. Yeah, I think I have enough. I think like I have a half bottle of this, so I'm going to use this half bottle of aquamarine ink. So if you had never used this ink before, say that's aqua image, not marine, aqua image ink. And actually, so I want to show you something. You know what? Save that for another video. Save that for another video because I have to show you the print quality from the aqua image. It's actually pretty good ink. It's just like it's not as good as LCL ink, but it's good ink. So if you need ink, you can't get a hold of some LCL or whatever, buy some aqua image. You can get you get really good prints out of it. It don't clog your print head. It runs really smooth. Like I said, I have no problems with it. I've been using it now for a few weeks and no problem. So aqua image inks, good stuff. Oh, I haven't tried the colors. The whites are good. I don't know anything about the colors. I was gonna try that was actually the inks I was gonna buy was the colors for the aqua image, but because of the fact that I have the OFFNOVA and I did do the test on that, I got the OFFNOVA ink over the aqua image, but I can tell you right now the aqua image ink is good. So you can get that. Now my next step is, well, quite simple. I'm just gonna pour ink in the CISS. Alright, so watch me pour ink in CISS.
everybody, we are all Jaja people, and your people, and my people. All of us are music people. When you're stepping at the dance hall, there is music for one and all. So let us start to spin up the sound, and everybody start bounce around.
So, like I said, I'm gonna mix the yellow, mix all my ink, so just prove to you that you can actually mix your inks together. I'm gonna print it and do all kind of, I have a bunch of prints to print, so I'll show you that it works. You can actually mix your inks together.
So me know all kind of people go a dance on. All kind of music I go play. Yeah, all kind of people go a dance on. All kind of rhythm I go play. Yeah, all kind of people go a dance on. All kind of rhythm I go play. Whoa, all kind of people go a dance on. All kind of music I go play. So never get panic. Even though them act demonic, them worse than them play ebonic. You still let us spit some music where sweeter than tonic. And the weak out them just can't stand it. And we under we high grade, a buzz in and we head.
See how frothy that stuff looks? That's not good. See how frothy that inks look? Oh my goodness, that don't look good at all.
Night we stay up all night, we now go a bed. We partying from night until morning instead. I saw me love to see when people will join themselves. Cause all kind of people go a dance on. All kind of music.
So we're gonna see what happens soon. And when I start printing, I will see exactly what happened to these inks, because that looks froppy. Oh man, I gotta fix that. See how nice and smooth that ink looks? Nice and flat. That's what you want in the inks. When the ink go in, it's supposed to look like that. Alright, so OFFNOVA ink actually settled down a lot. It went in pretty, it was scary for the beginning, but there it is. It actually settled down, and now the ink is nice and flat, what you really want it to be. Even the magenta is like that. Look, see? Even the magenta is nice and flat. And that's what you want your ink to do, is just be nice and flat. That means there's very little bubbles in it. Okay, so that's good sign for the OFFNOVA ink. Alright, now the best thing to do now for me to do is actually go on do a print and see what it looks like. But I want to point out something real quick. Alright, I want to point out something real quick already. So I think I already found a defect in this CISS. Alright, let me show it to you. You see back there, you see it? Okay, so now I don't know if you can see it, but hopefully I can get to it. Now in here, I'll try to take a nice picture of it. So do you see there's two lines in there, okay? The one all the way in the back, okay? The one all the way in the back is the one we need to talk about. The one in the front is your mixer. Now the one behind that, see that pole that come down there? That's your mixer. There's a line right behind that. That's what I want to show you. If I can even get the light in there to show it to you. So if you can look, see it back in here. That line back there, okay? Every time you turn the mixer on, that line actually jumps forward. Let me turn the mixer on. And watch it. You're going to see that line jumps forward. See it? That line is actually your CISS line. That line is supposed to be down to the very bottom of the CISS. Now, with it doing that right there, see it's banging on the other one. That's a design defect already. And that's going to cause problems later down the line. Yes, it will. Why? Because here's going to cause a problem. That line is not. That line's supposed to be at the very bottom down here. While it's getting mixed, it's actually about right here. So as soon as your ink hit to about right here, you're going to start noticing you're not getting white inks, and you're going to think it's something with. You're going to think, oh, but there's ink in here, and then there's no ink in my print head. Well, it's not going to get any ink because that thing, that line, That line, see it? It keeps jumping. Keeps getting batted around by the mixer. So that's a design defect already. And this is new. I just got this. And you can see you're watching me doing this. This is the first time I'm actually using it. And look at that. That's a defect already. So they're going to have to figure something else out about that actual, for that line. Because that line can't be doing that. Okay. Another thing too I've noticed, these things, they spin a little too fast. The mixer spin way too fast. So I think they need to slow down the mixer too a little bit. And that's also what's making the ink so frothy, because it's mixing way too fast. So they need to slow that down. Unless you're going to turn it on, use it for a few minutes, and then turn it back off. You know, but look at this. Look at the white ink. It's totally frothy. Sorry. You can't print with that. That's just nothing but air bubbles. It's just kicking up nothing but bubbles in here. So it's spinning way too fast. Alright, so they're going to have to do something about that. Slow that motor down or something, because it's going way too fast. It's just the whole top half is just nothing but bubbles. And you see it's just kicking up even more bubbles as it spins. You can literally see the bubbles just forming because it's spinning in there. I mean, it's okay if you just want to get the inks mixed, but there's really not a setting on here. Let me try to show it to you. So there's really not a setting on here to adjust the speed. So you can do, sorry, let me turn this around. Sorry, yeah, there's, oh man, I showed you a pretty good close-up there. So there's not really a setting on here, okay, to adjust the speed. All right. So you have turn on, right, and you have so default turn on auto steering mode, and then if you hold the long press, you turn it off. Short press, you turn it on. Long press, you turn it off. All right, and that's just turn this on. Okay. This short press, you switch it from auto steering mode. Long press is to turn off steering, so you pause in it. So you do switch from force to auto. That's what this back button does. Okay, this one turn it on. This one switch your steering from a harder spin, or it's like a faster, harder spin, or something like that, and then to automatic. So it cuts off every so often. As you can see, as you see now, it's off, but see now it's back on again. So it pauses and then it comes on, pauses and it comes on, pauses and it comes on. But again, the auto mode is spinning almost as fast as the force mode. Okay, so I think that's a problem. They're going to have to figure out a way to slow these down, so these things spin like at a very low revolution, and then when you turn on force mode, it turn on that very fast spin. But for right now, that's a problem. And as I show you already, the CISS line, it don't go straight to the bottom. It kind of just kinks because it's so close. It's really close to that spin motor. And I think they're gonna have to they have to move stuff around in these bottles, because these bottles are just the CISS lines are too close, or they have to make an adjustment for those lines that go down, because right now it's just causing problems. But that being said, we're still gonna try it anyways. So I don't need the CISS running, but this is something I want to show you. One of the good thing about the CISS. No more bad news. Good thing about the CISS, one, has massive bottles. Okay, you can print for days. The cap seal pretty good, so you shouldn't have any spills at least. The one thing like I said, eventually I'm gonna show you how to modify this stuff to do it the way I'd want to use it. So I'm gonna show you all of that too. But for right now, this is a nice CISS. It's nice. It's light. It fit perfectly. It's not some massive, huge thing sitting on my table. It has a nice little, you know, I can push this line back in here some. See, look at that. See, the line's nice and flexible. It's not, you know, hard and tough. It's neat. It's neat. It's a neat, compact casing. So I'll give them that much, and I'll give them that all day. This is nice. The hose is nice. The casing is nice. It's not heavy. This piece is all magnetic, so you see, you just snap it in, snap on, snap it off. You have full access to this thing. You don't have like things sticking up here or something in your way. You can put this on, take it off. The power, the battery part really comes in handy. Okay, so for instance, your CISS is running, and it's quiet. How quiet this thing is. You don't even hear it running. Now, so if you plug this out, it's still running. Even though you have no power in your house, you don't ever have to worry about your white inks separating or anything. This thing will keep your inks nice and separated, and they say it runs for about 2 days, 3 days. You can get about 3 days of use from it just running like this without any power on it. Right? So if power goes out in your house, or if you live somewhere where you don't have any power, as long as this thing is charged, your white inks are perfectly fine. See, it shut off. It stopped running now. All right, so that's a plus and a plus and a plus in my eyes. It just has a slight defect. Defect is that CISS line. All right, everything else is fine. I like the design. I like how small it is. I like how compact it is. The tanks are huge, so you can print for days and never have to worry about ink as long as it's full. And now we're gonna run the printer to get the inks up into the nozzle, so I can test it tomorrow. So tomorrow I have a bunch of more stuff to print and test out. So that's the reason why I even switch it over to this now. And then I gotta wash the bottles over there. Man, this video is gonna be long, but that's how it goes. And I'll show you the testing tomorrow when I actually start using it tomorrow. But this day I just want to show you how to get it set up, how I connected it to my printer. If you're doing a new printer, it's gonna be even easier. But this is from a printer I've been using. All right, so let's get the power clean going. So then you get into your printer. Oh, I gotta plug it in. So let me plug this in. Plug the power in. Give it some time to come on. Alright, so that's in. Now I'm going to don't want to do that, I'm going to bypass that because I don't care to. Maintenance, we're going to do a power clean, which is that one.
Until we see the rise of the sun. We don't have no knife, we don't want no gun.
And then there it goes. So now we're going to look at all the inks flowing through here.
Just music happy and people that have fun. So go and smoke your split and go and drink your rum and pull down yourself until your time come from all over the world, people.
There goes the inks flowing up back into my CISS. And there comes all the inks.
People from Germany are body in a Kingston. That's how I know all kind of people go and dance. All kind of music I go play. Yeah, all kind of people go and dance.
Now while that's doing that, let me talk to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get a hold of these OFFNOVA and find out what they want me to do about that defect in the in that white bottle. See if they're going to send me a new white bottle. See if they're going to send me I want to see what they're going to do about it, and then I'll keep you all informed on what their fix is for that white bottle that's having that issue. So I do get to try out their customer service. Good things, good things. You get to try everything. Guys, when I give you information, you should have a good, solid, knowledgeable foundation on what you buy, and you know what you're getting into, you know what you're walking into. So when you get there, you have a close enough idea of what you're gonna buy. Everything. I'm gonna try to cover everything, and I'll try to cover the stuff that what I'm gonna do to that CISS to get it to work the way I want it to work. Hopefully. Because there's their way, and then there's my way. We're gonna do some stuff to this. All right. And like I said, the OFFNOVA ink it settled down. It went in like pretty bad, frothy as all hell, and now it's settling down. So hopefully it works. I'm gonna turn it off because I don't want the ink keeps frothing up, because I don't like my when the inks get too frothy, it tends to not print well, especially with all the air bubbles. So I'm gonna see if I can get rid of the air bubbles out of there with that mixer. I'll only run it when I need it. Like I said, it spins way too fast, and I think that's the problem. So I'm gonna also talk to them about that mixer, and what they're gonna do if they can turn that stuff down, because that spins way too fast. And if they actually turn it down, that will actually give you more battery life. See, pluses. And it's about a couple of way in. Oh, let me put my sheet in here.
All kind of rhythm I go play. Yeah. All kind of people go a dance. All kind of rhythm I go play. Whoa. All kind of people go a dance. All kind of music I go play. Yeah. From my people, your people, all of us we are one good people. All of us we are all good people. Yeah, yeah. We gonna celebrate and have some fun and not stop party till the morning comes. Come on everybody, don't need no knife, nor no gun. It's time for us to have some fun, yeah.
So another thing is it doesn't slide. See, so this has nice footy legs on here. See, it don't slide. It just sits in place. I'm pushing on it, don't move at all. So that's another plus thing on the bottom feet. I know I talk about the battery, but I'm telling you, I can't stop talking about this battery. It's actually really, really good that the battery's in here. So there's really not much else I can talk about apart from when I start printing and let you know how it works when I'm printing. Oh, and I need to clean it off some more. Now, you notice I just hit the circle because I don't want to do any more nozzle check. Because now, I want to show you something. Look on here. See, you see all those broken lines? All these broken lines? Yeah, those are not anything to do with the CISS. Alright, that is all air bubbles. Literally, that's just all air bubbles in the ink. Caused by, those things spinning so fast. So they're gonna have to do something to correct that issue. It's just all the broken lines in my white is just all air bubbles, all of it. So they're gonna have to do something to fix that. Slow that down, adjust something. Plus, like I said, I'm gonna run it very, very, very minute. It's just air bubbles in here, and there's really not much I can do to fix that. So tomorrow when I come to print. When I come to print tomorrow, we're gonna check again those air bubbles, check the ink, then check the air bubbles, see if it settled down, and see if we're gonna get any more air bubbles when we run those propellers. And if we get more air bubbles, then we can't run it very long. I honestly think they need to slow it down. It's just spinning too fast. All right. Until later. Peace.
Step up your A game, or you'll be ashamed.